Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me for your reading workshop lesson for December 3rd, 2020. We're going to be reviewing literary elements today. But before we get started, let's look at the materials that you need for today. You will need your pencil, your reading journal, and your My Book. If you don't have these supplies, go ahead and pause the video to collect them, then come back to press play. Okay, now that you have everything you need, I want to tell you our objectives for this lesson. I will review literary elements. We will recognize literary elements within a story, their importance, and how they relate to one another. You will analyze literary elements within a story to find a deeper understanding. Literary elements are all of the parts that make up a story. These include the characters and the plot. The characters are people or animals within a story. The plot is what happens in the story. The plot is made up of the conflict and the events that tell what happens to solve it. A story's cultural or historical setting may be part of the problem, or it may be one of the challenges characters have to overcome. A main character's culture and the time period in which he or she lives can help shape a story, and the conflict and drive or give context to plot points. Today, you will practice identifying literary elements, including the plot and events, as you reread The Good Garden. I want you to turn to page 342 and 343 in your My Book. Pause the video and go ahead and reread these pages now. Okay, now that you're back and you've reread, I want to explain that when you read page 342, notice that the imagery really helps you to share in Maria Luce's experiences. I want to ask you something. Which words or phrases help you to picture Maria Luce's walk to school? It may help you to underline the words or phrases within the text to help you answer this question. When I say go, look at page 342 and find words or phrases that help you to picture her walk to school. Underline the words or phrases and write them off to the side in your My Notes section. Go. Okay, welcome back. Did you find some words or phrases? Let's see if you got it correct. When I answer this question, which words or phrases help you to picture Maria Luce's walk to school? I can find a few different phrases and words within the text. Phrases such as, the wind pulls at Maria Luce's hair, dry season, dust in the air, wispy clouds high above. These help you to picture her walk to school and the environment around her. Another question I'd like for you to answer is, what kind of atmosphere or mood do these images create? Write down what you think in the My Notes section. Remember to underline any information you find within the text. Okay, now that you've written down your answer, let's see if you're close to mine. These images create a serious mood, don't they? They really do. That's what I picture in my mind as she's walking to school, a very serious and somber mood. Now we're going to analyze elements of plot. After reading page 342, can you tell me what surprise does Maria Luce and her classmates encounter at the school? Write down your answer to this question on page 342 in your My Notes section and underline where you found the information in the text. Go now to do this. Welcome back. Did you answer it? If you see here, In the text, it tells us that the students have a new surprise. They have a new teacher. His name is Don Pedro Morales. If you pay close attention to the text, you can always find the information. I also want to ask you another question, another 2 questions. What big ideas does Don Pedro have? You can answer this question in your My Book on page 342 as well. The next question I have for you that I want you to answer on your own is, how does Maria Luz react when she sees Don Pedro making a garden? Remember to underline text evidence to support your ideas. All right, now that we've gone through some of this information and looked at literary elements within the story, I want you to finish reading The Good Garden, page 341 through 350 in your My Book. Then I want you to turn to page 352 through 353 in your My Book. You're going to be asked to write a letter. The prompt states, in the Good Garden, Maria Luz was taking care of her family's crops while her father is away. Fortunately, she gets some help from her teacher, Don Pedro. Imagine you are Maria Luz. Write a letter from Maria's point of view to a friend in another town. Tell the friend about major events that happened while your father was away. Based on the text evidence, tell about the events in order so that it makes sense, and use descriptive language. Include a heading, greeting, body, closing, and signature in your letter. Don't forget to use some of the critical vocabulary words in your writing. Then you're going to be asked to make notes about your writing or about your reading. Then at the end, you'll be asked to write the letter. Okay? You're going to write this letter as if you were Maria Luz. You're going to describe what happened while her father was away. Make sure that it's written from Maria's point of view. Use first-person nouns like I, me, we, our. Retell major events from the plot in order to make sense. Make sure you tell them in chronological order. Use strong descriptive language. Include a heading, greeting, body, closing, and signature. I want you to think about Maria Luz's responsibilities to her families while her father is away. Take some time and write down notes and details from the text that will help you write your letter. Remember, you're writing this letter from Maria's point of view. Make sure you write about major events that happened while your father was away by using text evidence. And make sure the events are in chronological order. Don't forget to use signal words or transitional phrases to connect the plot events in order or sequence. When you're finished completing your letter on page 353, I want you to complete the Know It, Show It, page 106. And make sure that you turn that into your teacher as well. Have a great day learning today.